everyone, welcome back to our channel Trailhead Ranger NG, and we are doing this series of becoming an agent blazer champion. And I have told you that we need to complete this trail mix to become an agent blazer champion, as in Salesforce agent force or say AI is in trend or in running right now, so it's better to do this or cover all of this. So in our previous video, we have covered this module, that is artificial intelligence fundamentals. I'll be pasting the link of that module in the description box, or you can directly search for it on my channel. You will find the video. And today we'll be covering this generative AI basics. As its name suggests, it's about generative AI, and we'll be covering the basics of it. So without wasting any time further, let's get started. Our first unit in this is explore the capabilities of generative AI. So you might be wondering that how or when this AI comes into picture. Is it recently launched? So no, AI has exist from many years, but recently, from 2 or 3 years back, ChatGPT came into picture. They have launched AI powered chatbot which caught everybody's eyes. So that's how AI become people become more interested in AI. So what exactly is the generative AI? So in very simple terms, generative AI is nothing but if you are asking it anything, they will give you response in very simple language in a human like form. If you will ask for it to generate picture or voice message, it will generate that as well. So that's why it is called as generative AI. Then we have possibilities of language models. So as I said that it will generate a natural language or say human like language. So it is called as natural language processing, so which requires these kind of tasks requires an understanding of how words are combined in everyday use, and which is a great example of what experts called as a natural language processing. So there are so many ways to process language. One is this, and the another one we say is as the large language model. So in case of natural language processing, AI models are trained on huge amount of data. So in this case, means sample of text written by real people will be gone through with AI models to be trained upon, and they will go through the billion web pages and the huge amount of sample data as well. So as it is going through a huge amount of data get trained on, it is called as large language models, which so this language rules human take years to learn. Now what kind of capabilities is generative AI has, or what kind of use cases we can use it upon? So to summarize, to translate, for error correction, for question answering, for guided image generation. That means we can guide the AI that you can generate this kind of image. Suppose I'll be giving a prompt to an AI that I want you to generate a woman standing across the window and the sky should be of this color, window should be of this color. I can give all the instruction I want, and then the image will be generated through AI. So this is called as guided image generation. Then text to speech, if we are providing a text it can convert it to speech. Impressive predictions, if we give it a situation then it can predict that if it is possible or not, or if we could like it or not. These kind of prediction it can have. So let's come to the quiz. Our first question is, what is it called when AI interprets everyday language? First is slang translation. Second option is text to task. Third is intention prediction. And the fourth is natural language processing. So, fourth option is the correct one. Second question is, if you ask a generative AI what its favorite color is and it responds blue, so this is an example of what? So first option is sentience, second is opinion, third is prediction, and fourth is randomness. So third option should be the correct one. Let's check, and it's done. Now let's move on to the next unit, that is understand the technology ecosystem of generative AI. So we heard that this model needs to be trained on the large set of data. So now in our previous module, that is the artificial intelligence fundamental, we have learned about neural network, in which we had multiple of nodes in multiple layers to have our AI get trained on, or to predict a scenario. So, the architecture of neural network, which is a field of study which constantly progressing, which is a game changing about training large language models as well. So, a new architecture has been proposed, which is called as transformer. And the new transformer architecture brings us to the third major factor in the rapid advancement of generative AI, which is a computational power. And when one computer processes can do the first calculation, and while the different processor will be doing the second processing at the same time, it will be called as parallel computing, and it greatly reduces the time it takes to train a transformer. Emerging ecosystem. So if you learn about these technological terms related to AI, it goes about like this. First comes the computing hardware, then the cloud platforms, then foundational models, then infrastructure optimization, then data layer, and then the actual application. For now, we need not to dig deep into this. So, if you want, you can click on these only and you can learn more about it. Then the common concerns about generative AI. So in our previous unit, we learned about some of the advantages of using generative AI, that is generating image, text to speech, error correction, and more. So there are some disadvantages as well. What it could be: hallucinations. So, in case of predictions from generative AI, which diverge from an expected response and grounded in facts, are known as hallucinations. So, some predictions could be right, some could be wrong. So, this can be called as hallucinations. Data security, obviously, we are giving it access to a large amount of data set, so there is a security issue as well. Plagiarism, that is, LLMs and AI models for image generation are typically trained on publicly available data. So, if it picks some image from publicly available data, it could lead to plagiarism as well. User spoofing. AI is well trained that it can make a user profile and sound it like a human like, so which could use to make fake user and then do the user spoofing. And sustainability. So again, yeah. Now let's come to the quiz. Our first question is: new AI model architecture and availability of extensive training data are two factors in the rapid improvement of generative AI. What's the third? First option is increased parallel computing power. Second is AI optimizing AI code. Third is larger data storage capacity of servers. And fourth is faster satellite data connections. So, first should be the correct answer. Second question is true or false. Developers must create their own large language models in order to add natural language processing to their applications. So, it should be false. Let's check. And it's done. So that's how we have completed this unit, or say this module. And if we go back to our trail mix, are these two modules completed. Now we'll focus on the third module in our next video. And if you have any doubt, please let me know in the comment section. And if you like it, please like the video and subscribe the channel. And you can reach me out on LinkedIn, Topmate, or via email, Instagram. All the options or all the contact details are there in the description box there only, and you can even comment in the comment box as well. I'll reply as soon as I read the comment. So thank you, stay tuned.